Cancer. Welcome, welcome. Let me see what I can do with things. Oh, that's like, I just want to see if there's any cool lenses I can use. I've never done this. Let's see. I never done this when I was live. Mm, I don't know. But anyways, I didn't like any of them. So welcome everyone. I know that I've been taking my time to get ready for this reading, but then it's just better, right? So also I want to say that I have linked um my PayPal and my email. So if you'd like it to support this channel through donations, you can do that, or you can order a reading. It'd be greatly appreciated. So, and today is also my celebration, my 6-year celebration on my second channel. It showed up today, so I posted that. So I wanted to do, I look at that first card that I just pulled is the card of Libra, making time for self-love, and that's what I've been doing. So that's the kind of like the main advice for right now for everybody: make time for self-love, and so you feel balanced. But anyways, I'm going to do an all signs reading for all signs and new moon and Cancer reading tonight. But I'm also going to do a recap of the full moon in Capricorn that just passed, the last full moon in June 29th. I missed that reading, so I'm going to do a quick recap of the energy of that time, okay? And I'll explain the energy, like, if there's different planets or whatever, I'll explain that energy a little bit. I won't just say the planet. So I have written it all out, and search, and that's what I was doing last night, is write down all the Capricorn thing. And so I'm going to give you the little recap of that before we start the reading. But before that, we're going to start with the angels as always. So we always start with the angels, so we're going to start with the angels today. So welcome everybody. I'm sorry I'm a little bit late, so hopefully you guys got your notifications on and you're subscribed so that you keep track of when I'm actually going live. So sometimes, as a reader, as a light worker, as a healer, you have to kind of like go with like how you feel about it, right? So yesterday I was feeling off about it. So today I'm feeling great. Here I am. So you know what I mean? So sometimes it takes a little time to work the energy up, to have that energy to come on here and do a reading. So yeah. And I don't like to just do like, rambling on. I like to actually know what I'm talking about. So yeah. Anyways, what angels are going to be with us today as this reading continues for all the signs and explaining the energy of the moon. And yeah, we are in, I'm in Canada, Ontario, and we had a lot of smoke here today from the fires in Thunder Bay. I guess there's fires in Thunder Bay, forest fires. So we had the sky was all cloudy, like sky was gray and yellow, and the sun was like looking like a moon. So I took some pictures. I have that posted on my other channel, Cast Love 420, the celebrated channel today. So welcome everybody. If you're new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe and notification so I can be here to help everybody with their energy. So bottom of the deck is career change. Career transcension. Archangel Samuel, your life purpose is triggering a blessed career change. So that's your overall energy for everybody from the angels, and we're going to go through the angels. So the first card that came out after that, like the first card came out, was victory. Archangel Saint Paul, your prayers have been heard and answered. Have faith. So they've already been heard and answered. So have faith that they're coming in. Okay, you may not see it exactly yet. Welcome, welcome, Jazzy Bell. Jezebel, welcome to my channel. So victory, Archangel Saint Paul, and we also have the other one was Archangel. Did I say that? Oh, that was also Archangel Samuel, and the next angel is Archangel Samuel again. Oh, Archangel Samuel is all in this reading, okay? And this one here says, I am helping you with your spiritual soulmate relationship. So it's about everything. This like moon reading, it's about all the energy. So exactly the same. These two angels remind me of the same angel, right? So it is the same angel. Um, That is amazing. Bottom of the deck. So there may be some angels that helping you transcend into a new career for some of you. And also with in relationship with your soulmate, you know, the real person that you're meant to create great things with and have victory with. And it says breathe, so your prayers have already been answered, and have faith that they're already coming in. So we have Archangel Raphael. Take several deep breaths, take a breather, you know, take self-love. And that was the first card in the moon cards that came out, is the self-love, right? So that's about taking time for yourself and take a breather, basically, you know, take some deep breaths when you're going through the tense moments, because we are in the new moon, and that could be stirring up a lot of positive emotions. But you know what I mean, some people are afraid of their positive emotions too. They don't understand what they're feeling, right? So, all right, let's get into explaining the last full moon energy and how that affected and how that helped you and how that benefited you. Okay, so let's go through it. So, the full moon in Capricorn on June 29th, it was a period of emotional release, reality checks, and elevating your long term boundaries. And it acts up on the cosmic checkpoint for goals that set around the January new moon in Capricorn. So any goals that you set around January, the new moon in Capricorn, on the full moon in Capricorn, it basically, that was the checkpoint for your goals to be finished, or you know what I mean, or for you to think that if you had them done. So the astro highlights here is the Capricorn, um, a Saturn ruler. The Saturn is about responsibilities, right? The Saturn ruler sign focuses on ambition, career, and structure, um, apprenticeship, apprenticeships, and stability. This moon highly, and this like the full moon in Capricorn is what I'm talking about now. This moon highly highlights whether your current path brings you the lasting stability, or is it burning you out. So this is the time where you make a decision of something that you may have, like goals that you have set in, like in January and the new moon in Capricorn, right? And then now is that worth it, or is it not? Is the lemon worth the squeeze, right? Kind of thing. So Mercury retrograding, this is still talking about Capricorn moon. Mercury retrograding occurring in on the exact same day as Mercury stationing, retrograding into Cancer. It was a heavy, emotionally charged period. You were prompt to reflect on the past patterns, heal domestic matters, and set stronger emotional boundaries. Like, let's say you're dealing with exes and whatever, like set boundaries in that, like emotional boundaries. They can't use you, as an emotional punching bag, right? Kind of thing, right? Type of thing. You're bringing like healing and all that to that, and finishing that. So that was so then we're going to go to the really recap of the new moon in Cancer as the right now. And then we're going to get into the reading, okay? So this is the exciting part, is new moons, right? So the new moon in July 14th, which is yesterday, but I was like really doing my own thing too, exactly what it's talking about here. So the new moon in Cancer is a powerful cosmic reset for home, family, and emotional foundations, because it occurred while the Mercury is retrograding into Cancer and squaring the Saturn. It is asking you to review your past and build to review you review your past and build a stronger, more stable emotional roots. Like, make good friends that be there for you, to help you elevate emotionally, to heal emotional things, right? Here is how this profound lunar event impacts your astrological journey. It embraces the slowdown. So right now you don't have to rush anything. Welcome everyone. Is people being weird? Okay, but anyways. let's get going. I'm not going to let them distract you. Thank you for being here, Will. All right, so embrace the slowdown occurring during the retrograde Mercury into the sun sign of Cancer, the crab. This is the lunation, favors a reflection of emotional healing and rather than impulsive action. It is a optimal time for journaling or shadow work and reconnecting with what makes you feel safe. And the reality check is a tense squaring into Saturn. It brings practical limitations to the surface. Like anything that you felt like you were limited on, that brings that to the surface. Is like calling out the bullshit, right? So like any fears that you have, it's calling it out, right? So that you can, go past that. You need to confront the unresolved obligations, or balance your emotional desires with your practical boundaries. What is good for you? Like what is aligning with you, what your energy is. And then one last little little paragraphs. So the retrograde energy with Neptune and Saturn, both Neptune and Saturn are stationary retrograde in Aries earlier in the month. The universe is asking you to slow down rather than to push ahead forcefully. It is a time and a period to reevaluate your long-term independence and your professional missions. Uh, reviewing the past, old memories, unsolved conflict, or unfinished plans formed from the past are likely to resurface. Use this opportunity to gain closure before the upcoming Aquarius full moon in July. Okay, so that was it. So that was it. Now we're gonna get started with the reading. For those impatient people that didn't like that astrological part, well, that is the actual most factual things that can help you. You know, that's logic. It's not like a general, like, that's kind of for everybody, right? Okay, let's get into the reading. All right, so that only took me 12 minutes. That I was reading like 3 pages of things that I wrote down, so I guess I was reading them pretty good because I did know what I'm talking about because I did reread it before, so that it makes sense, right? So I can explain it a little bit. But yeah, anyways, let's go. Let's go with Aries. All right, let's see. What is the energy for Aries in this new moon? What is rising in Aries? What is rising in Aries? Rising in you is being humble. Like you are becoming very humble energy. The moon and new moon in Leo, so that's coming up, and you are really humbling yourself. You're really like taking time to love yourself and find your security, your passion, your happiness. That's what's rising in you, Aries. Let's see what it is. What will guide you? What will guide you in this journey? Welcome, welcome. What will guide you, Aries? What will guide you is set the picture, see the bigger picture, Aries. That's what's gonna guide you, is seeing the bigger picture, Aries, and Sagittarius energy. That is also about finding moderation and finding the balance and the peace that you are deserving and desiring. What is the final outcome for Aries, and what is Aries, the journey Aries is on, and is humbling themselves and loving themselves and seeing the bigger picture, really seeing the bigger picture. Um, you are being more practical and grateful, Sagittarius energy. You have found more balance and peace, and you find more gratitude. You are more grateful for everything, right? Um, so you are talking less and feeling more. So you may be really observing what your desires are, what you're really feeling that you want. You're really listening to your inner desires, because that's that Pisces energy, right? And also more to your spiritual side, right? And you are learning to be more calm, like not let everything set you off, like cooling your jets, like you are really learning to cool your jets, right? Not just jump to conclusions right away. That's what I'm seeing for you, Aries. And you being more real with yourself, Aquarius energy, Aries. So you're being more real with yourself, like, not pretending, something that you wish, I mean, just being real with yourself. Taking inspired action. So you're taking more inspired action. This is Virgo energy. So whatever you've been doing, a lot of soul searching, Aries, and you taking some inspired action, something or somebody that may have inspired you, you taking action on it in your life too, so as well. All right, that's what I got for Aries. Let's go to Taurus. All right, what is rising in Taurus is? What is rising in the beautiful Bull Gang? What is rising you Taurus is we have the Aquarius energy is trusting the universe more. Oh, that's rising in you. You're learning to trust the universe more. That's beautiful. And you may be, speaking to the universe more. And, allowing the universe to send you the messages that will get your attention, right? So you're trusting the universe more, and so that's what's rising in you, and that's a very, purple card as well. So that's also like listening to do both sides of you. Let's see what else. What else is rising in you? Or what was the other one? Um, well, since I already asked the question, might as well see what else is rising in you. You're staying more in tune with your detailed, like you're writing things down. You're doing more research on things as well. This is staying in tune with your details. Is like the last quarter moon in Virgo, which is like, really finishing up everything that you've been really doing the research on, and doing like, you know dotting your i's and crossing your i's and stuff, and checking all that twice. That's what you're doing, and you're learning to detox your energy. you know You're learning to detox. So that is what's rising in you. That's beautiful. Let's see, what is the message from the universe for you? What is the message? What is the message from the universe? Letting yourself, letting your fears dissolve, Taurus. That's what's the universe message is. Allowing your, in this, see the crab? That's Cancer energy here. That's the full moon in Cancer. But like, the full moon in Cancer is different than the new moon in Cancer. It has more heavier emotions, okay? So the new moon in Cancer has more lighter emotions, right? So right now is you're learning how to dissolve your feelings more. You let your feelings dissolve, like your fears, like any fears that you have towards something, and it's helping you to be more lighthearted. That's what the message is from the universe, is let your fears dissolve. All right, let's see. So something that you may have been fearful for on the full moon, and it's just what the moon is very heavy. So all right, what's possible outcome here for Taurus? Going deeper. So this is going to allow you to really like deal with your shadow side, and go deeper with that, and really allow yourself to go deep with your emotions, because you're trusting more. So it's allowing you to go more deeper, and really do the work that you may have been scared of doing, that the emotions that may have been heavy, and it's helping you to release, or helping you to release. Yeah, maybe release some negative emotions, and relax more. See, it's helping you to relax more, Taurus. And also, and it's how you're learning how to breathe through the tension, like when you're really tense. You're learning to take, that deep breath and exhale slowly, right? That's what I got for you, Taurus. That's what's really going on in your life right now. Hello, hello. I may not say your name. Sometimes I can't pronounce it or can't see it properly. My eyes are going. All right, let's go to Geminis. But I'm really grateful for every one of you here, and I appreciate you. And I hope that you all go watch all of my videos that I've done. Like, a lot of them will resonate with you at any time, right? Because I've been doing a lot of oracles, like, so those are like more, timeless. All right, let's go to Geminis. What is rising in Geminis? Let's go Geminis. What's rising in Geminis? So we got, you are staying in tune to your details, you know. That is what's rising in you. You're being more detailed. You may be writing things more, down more. You're doing more research. That is what's rising in you, Gemini. So let's see what else is rising in you, because you only have one card, so might as well see what else is rising in the Geminis. All right, let's see. We have you're talking less and feeling more. That's what I've been doing. I have been having a hard time to come on here because I've been doing a lot of feeling. What am I feeling? What am I, is what's this mean? All this stuff. Like I'm trying to figure that out before I come on here and talk about it, right? So yeah, like this is also about what you're feeling, your desires. I'm a Gemini too, so as I say that, like also about what you're feeling, what you're desiring. What is your dreams, right? And it says your dreams have already been answered. Have faith, right? And so you're just crossing your T's and dotting your I's and doing all the research that you need, and you're taking inspired action. What you've learned, you take that into action. Whatever you're learning, you're using that to better yourself and whatever you want. And you're learning to humble yourself. You're learning to relax more, like to allow yourself to really want what you want. This is desires, right? That's Aries energy. I mean, Leo energy. And you're thinking things, you think it through. You think it through, Gemini. You really think things through. Yeah, you really, when you make a decision, it is a decision that you've been thinking about for a long time. That's how you are, Gemini. And I can speak from a Gemini to say that is kind of true. And so let's see, what is the message from the universe for Gemini? What is the message from the universe for Gemini? Be proud of yourself, Gemini. And it's funny. I wanted to bring this card. This was one of the cards that was like left out from the last reading I used last time, the last new moon that we had. And this was a message for someone, and I left them out. They were left out, and so I kept them out. And then when I did this reading, I saw them. So this was one of the cards. So for all of you Geminis, be proud of yourself. That's the message from the universe. All right. So what's the possible outcome for Geminis for this new moon in Cancer? Whoa! I wish I could show you guys. There's like cards all over this. I don't know. That's a lot. You know what? I cannot not take them because, if I start picking and choosing, I can't. It's whatever comes out. Like when I shuffle the cards, it is whatever comes out. So I'm sorry, but Geminis, be proud of yourself. So you got pretty much a whole reading here. But it says forgive, Gemini. That is the possible outcome here. You're being able to forgive, right? And maybe people will be able to forgive you as well. And you're speaking your world into being, Geminis. You are speaking your world into being. That is the possible outcome here. And it says you trust the universe. You trust the universe. And it says you are learning to relax more, Geminis. What did I say about the other card, right? You're learning to relax more. Your emotions. It says know your worth. Taurus energy. You're learning what you're worth, and it says go for it. You're learning to go after what you desire instead of letting fear stop you. And you're releasing your blockages, Gemini. Oh, what else is hiding behind there? You're releasing your blockages, and you're releasing control. You're letting go and letting God, and you're releasing control and letting it happen when it's supposed to, when it is time. And the final message here is you're stepping into your power. Yes, Geminis, you're stepping into your power, but you're allowing yourself to be led, by the universe and by your higher self. All right, Geminis, that was amazing. Bottom of the deck here says focus on the positive. You're staying focused on the positive. Positive. Hey, Big Ma. What's up? What's up? What's up? EG, welcome. Everybody, welcome. All right, let's go to Cancer. It's your moon right now. It's your new moon in Cancer. Thank you guys for the likes. I appreciate that. That is a great way to support my channel. Thank you so much. All right, let's go to Cancers. Let's see what is rising in our Cancers. What is rising in our Cancers? Get a couple more cards for the rising in you. For the Cancer, some rising in Venus. All right, what's rising in you is working through your feelings. So, Cancer, you are the one that would be affected more with your feelings and your emotions right now because you are the moon of the Cancer sign of the moon that we're in right now, the new moon. So you are learning to what is rising in you is you working through your feelings more. You're learning to work through your feelings. And you're understanding that the moon affects you and it will pass. This shall pass too, you know. You're learning that. And taking more time for yourself, love. See, I told you, you're learning to love yourself more and giving yourself that time that you need. If you need to feel something, then you go and, allow yourself. And you're trusting the universe more, Cancers. That is beautiful because you're making more time for your self love. May have been advised to, take more time for yourself, and this is going to help you to release those any, tension, negative tensions and feelings that you may have. That may be, aggressive feelings, whatever, because that's Aries energy. That's like very masculine energy, right? Allowing yourself to be more, in your feelings, and it's okay. All right, let's see. What is the message from the universe for you, Cancers? Message in the universe for Cancers. Message from the universe for our Cancers. It says practice gratitude is the message from the universe so that you'll find that perfect balance and moderation, which is Sagittarius energy. Like know when to let your animal side out, know when you're let your human side out, because the Sagittarius zodiac sign is a half animal, right? That's why I say that. So it says push the through the insecurities. This is your sign here, and this is also your card. So practice gratitude, but also push through any insecurities about it. It always feels good to give too and like be grateful for everything. The more you're grateful for something, the better things you get. You know. Let's see. Anything else? What is the possible outcome here for Cancers? Possible outcome for Cancers. Possible outcome for Cancers. A couple more cards. Not too many. Okay. So Cancers, we have the possible outcome here is know your worth. So pushing through your insecurities, that means like, learning to know that you are worth, like if you see somebody that you're like, oh, I want that or whatever, you are worth that too. So to love yourself, learn to love yourself, be grateful for everything that someone does for you, whatever, be grateful all the time and know that you are worth it. Like believe it that you're worth it. Like don't be insecure about like, I don't deserve that. Yes, you do. All right, Cancers. So it says, let your fears dissolve. That's another one. Let your fears about your insecurities dissolve. Let them go. You are worth it and know that you are worth it. Speak positive into yourself. I hear so many people speaking so much negative into this world and they don't really realize that everything that comes out of your mouth is speaking something into the world. So whether you speak positive or negative, and sometimes we can't help it. But whatever we speak into the world is what happens in our world. So we have to be very careful what we speak, right? So it says go for it. It says let your fears dissolve. Let your insecurities dissolve and your fears about it. And then go for it. Because you are worth it. You are worth it, Cancer. It says keep your heart open. That you are worth it. That is the final message here for it. Talk less, and feel more. Yeah, when you're feeling negative, it's better not to say anything, right? So, like when I was a kid, my mom used to say, if you don't have nothing nice to say, don't say anything at all. When our siblings used to fight and stuff, right? So we always remember that. And there's something to that, because like I said, we speak negative into our world or positive into our world. And sometimes we're just feeling negative. But that's the time to go and take some time for ourselves so we can collect our thoughts again and collect ourselves. Get a hold of ourselves, right? So everybody needs that at times. We all go through shit. And sometimes we need our best friends to tell us that, right? So, yeah. All right, let's go. Hey, Brian. All right, let's go to Leos. All right, let's see. What is rising in Leos? What is rising in Leos? All right, a lot is rising in Leos. What is the moon's message? What is the universe message for Leos? Universe message for Leos. All right. And possible outcome for Leos. Possible outcome for Leos. How's Brian doing? Any more for possible outcome? All right, thank you. My kitty cat, you guys hear her? The meow 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 meow. And a meow 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 meow. And a meow 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 meow. Sorry. All right, Leos. Okay. So what is rising in you is working through your feelings. You're learning to work through your feelings, Leo. So any aggressive, anger, all those feelings, you're learning to work through that. Hey, Tracy, how's it going? Thank you so much for being here. Nice to see you. And Leos, you are going for it. You're learning to work through your feelings and then just going for it. And you're keeping your heart open for that. You're keeping a heart open to go for something that you're really excited about. What is rising in you? And you're working through those fears of it. Like if you're feeling like fearful or whatever, you're just going for it and you're keeping your heart open. That is what's rising in you, Leos. And you're opening up, you're open to change. You're being more open to the change, to the community as well and the universe. Also, and this is the message this is the message from the universe. Sorry. Yeah, this is the message from the universe. It's saying, be open to change, and being open to forgiving, Leos, and also staying in tune with your divine. Stay in tune with your higher self, with your good side. Like I said, speaking the positive into the world, right? And bringing change, making change that you want to see, right? Be the change you want to see. That's the message from the universe. And the possible outcome here is you're gonna be, the possible outcome is is saying cool in your jets. So you're learning to be more, not so to learn to relax more. You're learning to relax your masculine energy more, and you're learning to allow yourself to go more deep with your with what you're feeling, the Scorpio energy, right? Like that's your shadow side as well. You're allowing yourself to be more cool, like to not get so worked up when you are dealing with like deep, heavy emotions. Yeah. Like painful endings. That could have been any kind of painful endings. That's grief as well. That's included in there. And then in the bottom of the deck we have reveal what needs to be seen. So that is your bottom energy. I feel like that is what you're doing. You're revealing what needs to be seen so that you can go deep and you can keep your heart open and you can bring change. That's what I got for you, Leo. How you doing, Tracy? Nice to see you too. All right, let's go to Virgo. Hello, Jazzy. Jazzy Bell back. Maria. The Scorpio. Hey, how's it going? All right, let's go to, what did I say? A Virgo. All right, yeah, Virgo. All right, what is rising on our beautiful Virgos? I'm still wearing my strawberry. See, this is for the full for the full moon in Capricorn that we missed on this channel, and I thought I would wear the strawberry outfit today for that still, for the strawberry moon. Anyways, that's why I did the recap as well. Mix it up a little bit. So we did a full moon and new moon energy today. So let's go to Virgo. All right, let's see. Virgo, what is rising in our beautiful Virgos? And then I got to make supper after this. I'm hungry. What is rising in our beautiful Virgos today? So you're releasing control, Virgos. That's one card. Let's see a little bit more of what is rising in you. Letting go and letting God. Doing your best and letting God do the rest. That's what I like to say those sayings. Those are my sayings. Work through you're working through what that is what's rising in you is you're releasing control and working through your feelings. Like, you're more like, when you're feeling like anger and stuff like that, or like feeling like you have to control everything. So you're releasing that control, which is Taurus energy, and then Aries energy, which is you're working through your feelings. Those are like those really fiery feelings. All right, see, what is the message from the moon? What is the message from the universe, the moon? Thank you for highlighting the Virgos on. Virgo. Virgo. I don't know why I said it like that. Virgo. It says the message from the moon is it's Aquarius energy. It says reflect on your priorities. What is important to you, Virgo? And you're really good at that. Like, Virgos are very good at going deep, and focus on your priorities. So, oh wow, double priorities. So what is important to you? Focus on that. What is important to you is what's the message from the universe. That is a beautiful message. It's like a audible confirmation. So what is the possible outcome here for Virgos? And Scorpios are next. New moon in Cancer is the possible outcome here is going to be able to relax more. So when you're releasing control and you work through your fears of it or feelings of it, of like, not being able to control everything and being okay with that, that helps you to relax more because less responsibility is on you, eh? It's a good thing not to want to control everything. It's like, I hate to be like the boss of other people. It's hard enough to be the boss of myself. You know what I'm saying? So, know you are loved, okay? Libra energy, know that you are loved. So once you're learning to relax a little bit more, you're gonna feel when when other people are sending you love or when you're being loved, and honor your feelings, Virgo. You have them. I know you're Earth sign, but you do have feelings. I know you do, Virgo. All right, let's see. It says cooling your emotions. That is the bottom of the deck. That is what you're actually doing. You're learning to cool your emotions. That's what I got for Virgo. So, let's go to Libras. Beautiful Libras. Oh, I said Scorpios. I suppose Libras, okay? I lied, all right? So, there may be Scorpios that really want a reading right now. I think I did see somebody in the chat that says, oh, yeah, Scorpio, Maria Scorpio. Scorpios are next. That's why I said that, all right? But, actually, Libras are next and then Scorpio, okay? But these are short readings, so we'll get through it. All right, let's see. Libras. What is rising in our beautiful Libras? What is rising in our beautiful Libras? I did take a couple weeks off, okay? I needed that time for myself as well, all right? Just because I'm a light worker, a reader, I actually need extra time than people that just have to deal with themselves. All right, Libras. Well, you got your own card. It says know you're loved, okay? That is what's rising. You're learning to realize that you are very loved, Libra. All right? You are learning to realize that. That is what's rising in you. You're learning to realize that you are very loved, Libra. What else are you learning to realize? What is rising in you? What is rising in our Libras? You're learning to embrace the flow of life, Libra. You're learning to love you are learning to know that you are loved, and that's your own energy there. And then you got Gemini energy, and it says that you are embracing the flow of life. You're just learning to deal with whatever comes next, right? You're being more you're practicing being grateful that you are loved. You are embracing the flow of life. That's rising in you. Learning that. And you're practicing to be grateful for everything, with everything that flows. Sometimes we flow down, sometimes we flow up in our life, right? So what is the message from the universe here for Libras? What is the message from the universe? I want to know one more card for what is rising in you, Libras. I like that for Libras. Some of the Libras have been going through some hard stuff lately. All right, so what is the Libra here? What is else is rising in you, Libras? Oh, we got two more cards. All right. Says that you're staying in tune with more details. You're staying more connected to any details, maybe answering messages better, staying on point with that, like, responding to people better. If you've got a message from somebody, because you're learning that you are loved and that, you got to give back too. Being grateful is like letting people know that you know that they love you, whatever, right? Staying in tune with the details. And then you're also rising in you is revealing what needs to be seen. So you're sharing information that you have learned that could help something, right? That is that Scorpio energy, and also like what you have learned about your darker emotions, maybe, right? You're revealing what needs to be seen about that, like what you may have gone through as well. Maybe you're sharing what you've gone through, Libra. Maybe you're speaking about it. All right, let's see, what is the message from the universe for Libra? My cats are just entertaining me while I'm doing this reading. Sage and Phoenix. They're entertaining me while I'm doing the reading. The message from the universe is, allow your emotions to cool. Like, cool your emotions. Don't allow yourself to get yourself worked up. Like, that is not going to help you, and that's not good for your health to work yourself up. So that's what the universe is saying. Don't allow yourself to get worked up for anything, right? It's not worth it. You're learning to go with the flow of life, and you're embracing, and you're allowing to see what needs to be seen. And the universe message is cooling your jets. Like, allow yourself to relax, to not let things get to you so easily. All right. What is another message from the universe? Don't let things affect your emotions so easily, because that's not good for our health, especially not good for our heart, especially if you have heart problems. Let your fears dissolve, right? So allow your emotions to cool. Like, don't allow yourself to work yourself up. Like, don't allow yourself to get angry. Let your fears of things dissolve. Let it just dissolve. Like, go have a nice bath and let it go. Imagining it flow off of you with the water, right? And the bottom of the deck here says, take a reality check. So what is real, and speak your world into being. So that is the message from the universe. And what is the possible outcome here for Libras? Hello, Cheryl. What is the message from the universe here for our beautiful Libras? What is the message from the universe? I mean, I already asked for the message from the universe. Okay, I guess there was another one message from the universe, because I had no control over that. I let it, allowed myself to be guided, right? So that's what came out of my mouth. That's what has to happen. Okay, so it says release your blockages. Okay, so allow your fears to dissolve, and don't let things get to you so easily. And then release your blockages. That will help you release your blockages, right? Whatever is blocking you from what you really want. All right. So what is the possible outcome? That was the next message. What's the possible outcome? Possible outcome is be proud of yourself. All right. So you'll be able to be proud of yourself for doing this work, for doing that work. That is hard work to do. This is like, a lot of people don't deal with their emotions. That's why there's so many, relationships that break up. That's why there's so many people that just like, they just don't know how. They don't know how to resolve whatever's going on. Some of it is not even to do with the other person, right? It's going on with themselves, but they can't explain it, right? So this is really helping people to do that kind of stuff, right? Be proud of yourself, and the possible outcome here is to forgive. Well, don't let things get to you so easily. It's going to help you to forgive easier as well. All right? Think things through. I really want to turn the camera around, but that is going to mess everything up. All right, let's go. I'm getting distracted. It's my ADHD, right? They're entertaining me. Sage and Phoenix. I'm going to make more videos of them doing things like that. All right, let's go to Scorpios, our beautiful Scorpios. All right, let's see. What is rising in our Scorpios? What is rising in our Scorpios? What is rising in our Scorpios? You're being more open to change, Scorpios. You're being more open to change, whatever, bringing change to the community as well. That's card of card of Aquarius, and that is the new moon in Aquarius. So it's being more open to the community, being more open to helping to be the change that you want to see, and assist in this situation. So what is rising in you, you're learning when you need help, and when things are, when you're being more open to the universe and to be into your community, you're being more open to getting assistance, asking for help when you need it, right? We're not meant to know everything, right? And sometimes whatever we want to do, the blockages that we have sometimes is asking for that, like, piece of help that we need, right? So, you're allowing yourself to be more open to that change, right? Accepting assistance when you need it in a situation, right? So asking for help. All right, see, what is the message from the universe? So this is your own doing, being more, this is yourself, what's rising in you, okay? So what is the message from the universe for Scorpio? Message from the universe for Scorpio. You're reflecting on what's important to you, your priorities. So, like, being open to the change, which is Aquarius energy, which is the community, right? And that is helping you to be more reflecting what is your responsibility, what is, you know, what can you use some help with, right? And reflecting on what is important to you as well. That is the message from the universe. Let's see another message from the universe. I mean the moon, universe, the same thing. You're going deeper. You're allowing yourself to go deeper, Scorpio. This is with your emotions. This is your sign here. This is the new moon in Scorpio. So this is bringing change, because Scorpio energy is change, right? And go like allowing yourself to work through your shadow work, like your negative emotions, so that you can release them. And so believing in your good luck. So the message from the universe is that to start believing in your good luck. Start believing and manifesting it. Like, some people don't like the manifesting word, but basically speaking a world into being. Okay, let's just say it like that. Because in real time and real life, whatever you speak out there, your words are very powerful, all right? Whether it's negative and positive. But the only thing is positive is harder to do sometimes for people because they are unhealed, all right? Let's go to see what is the possible outcome for Scorpio. Ooh, that message wanted to come out really quickly. Possible outcome for Scorpio. Possible outcome for a beautiful Scorpios. We need to literally write something on our mirror every day that we should talk to ourselves every day that, put it on the mirror if you have to in the bathroom. That's like positive self-talk in the morning. First thing when you wake up, that's going to be positive for your brain and your serotonin level. Honor your feelings. That is the possible outcome here, is you're allowing yourself to really know what you're really feeling and what you're really desiring. What is your emotions really desiring? Maybe you're going to sit by the beach and really relax and do some yoga or, relaxation, meditation, whatever you want to call it. Whatever. Take time for yourself. So the possible outcome here is you're stepping up and leading. So you're learning what you can control, and you're taking action on that. That's Scorpio. That's Capricorn energy, and you're knowing. And what is the possible outcome is you're realizing that you are really loved. Okay, and this is going to help you find balance. Bottom of the deck, it says that you're trusting that all is well. That's staying positive. It's trusting that all is well, and praying that if you're feeling like uncertain or whatever, then ask the Creator, the Most High, our higher self, the creator that is connected to the higher self, that side of yourself. Ask yourself that side of yourself, or ask the angels, right? So I got for you, Scorpio. Next one is Saggy Wedgies. All right, Saggies. Our beautiful Saggies. What is you're speaking your world into being? This is the first card that came out. That's what's rising in you, Saggies. What is rising in you? You're speaking your world into being, and you're being more real with yourself. Okay. You're allowing yourself to be more real with yourself, which is like, and also with the community. You're being more honest about who you are to the community. Being real with yourself. Being real with your emotions. Don't not faking it. That's what's rising in you. And you're staying more in tune with your divine side, you know, your positive side. That's what I see. Yeah, so you're being more real with your emotions and you're staying in tune with your higher self, your good side. What else is rising in you, Saggy Wedgie? That's way too many. Like, look how many cards. That's way too many. Well, I'll just read them. I'm just going to do it. Like I said, I don't control this. You're reflecting on your priorities, what is important to you. By staying more connected to your higher self, you're allowing yourself to reflect. It allows you to reflect more on what is important to you. Hey, we up to what's up? And you're learning to be more proud of yourself. You're learning your worth. You're learning to be proud of yourself, and you're staying more, detailed. Like you getting more to the details. Crossing your I's and dotting your T's, and or dotting your I's and crossing your T's. Yeah, I said it backwards. And you speaking your world into being, literally. That card was the first card that came out, and it was meant to come out again. All right, in a different station, the same station, but that is what's rising in you. You're learning, Sagis, how to speak your world into being. Let's see. What is the message from the moon? What is the message from the moon? Trust the universe. Trust the universe and go deep. That is the message from the moon. Don't be afraid to go deep, with your emotions. Allowing yourself to really speak into the world what you really want. What do you really desire, right? What is your desires? What is your emotional desires? What's going to bring you comfort and feeling safe? That's basically what this moon is about. It's about family. It's about love. It's about, it's about emotions. Feeling safe and emotionally feeling safe. What is the possible outcome here for Saggy Wedgies? Saggy the potato wedgie. Just teasing. Gotta have little funny words, okay? What's the possible outcome? You're stepping up and leading. You're going to be knowing what you can control, and you're going to take action on that. Yeah, because you've done your research. You've gone deep. You've done your research. You trust the universe for the rest, and you're going to step up and lead and be the boss. That's Capricorn energy. That's also what's your, I'm the responsible one. I'm going to lead. I know what I'm doing. Letting your fears dissolve. Not allowing fear to stop you from being the leader. And you're allowing yourself to really, allowing yourself to really it's just yourself, your energy, that's humbling yourself, really just being with yourself. And you are keeping your heart open. That's what I see, Saggies. So, happy Wednesday. Happy hump day. Alright, let's go to Capricorns. What do we got? What is rising in our beautiful Cappies? What is rising in our Capricorns? So, do you guys like that when I do the recaps like that? Because I have written them down. I have copied in all of the moon energy, new moon and full moon energy, the recap energy that I can do, and every time I do the moon readings, that'll be the recap energy, so then you guys can kind of know other energy that's going on other than the reading, right? All right. So, Capricorns, what is rising in you? We have your own sign coming up first, what is stepping up and leading. You're learning to be what is rising in you is you're realizing that if I want something, I have to do it, I have to get it myself. So I have to go and be the leader, right? I have to go after what I want. And you're learning to trust what's meant for you will always be yours, and you're trusting the universe, right? So you're stepping up and leading. If something doesn't work, you'll know it, right? You're going deep, so you'll know it. If something, you can trust your own leadership, and because you are listening to universe, and also you are really allowing yourself to really go deep with your emotions. Okay, that's Scorpio energy as well, and that's also your shadow side. And what is the message from the moon or the universe for Capricorn? I hope you guys are enjoying this reading. I actually am enjoying this too. I'm learning to enjoy it more because I have everything done I needed to do, and I'm allowing myself to give myself that time. So that's good for everybody to do, because then you can do better. Then your job is better at what you're doing. You become better. You're staying. So the message from the universe is to do the details, get the details that you need. That's that Virgo energy. Do your research that you need to be the leader, and then step up and lead. And that's not that beautiful card, isn't it? Like, so I love that. Love all the nature in these cards. Trust all is well. So the universe says trust all is well. All is well right now. So you can go deep and you are safe. All right. So what is the possible outcome here for Capricorns? For this new moon in Cancer. Possible outcome for a new moon in Cancer. So this is the time to really allow yourself to feel what you really desire. This is that about like feeling emotionally safe and comfortable and loved and all that good stuff, you know. Having family that loves you and all that good stuff, you know. Not just romantic love, but that's included. So possible outcome here is lighten up. So all of this is going to help you to really lighten up a little bit, right? So no, trusting that the universe is going to let you know if something wasn't okay. You know, everything's pink there, right? So we just had that strawberry moon in your sign, Capricorn. So that's saying that all lighten up. Lighten up. Like Leo energy is like that really inspired energy. And then it says be proud of yourself. All right. So that is possible outcome is if you lighten up and you trust the universe, you stay you trust the universe that all is well, and you're getting the right details that you're going to need for what you need to do, and you are not afraid of like allowing yourself your emotions to guide you as well, and again trusting in the universe and stepping up and leading, and you're talking less but you're feeling exactly what you're allowing yourself to feel what you're feeling. Okay, one more card I'm going to split here. You're seeing the bigger picture. That is what the possible outcome here is. And you're keeping your heart open, Capricorns. So, after this, we have our beautiful Aquarius. So, the next full moon is going to be in Aquarius, okay? So, I will definitely be here for that. I love Aquarius energy because that is all about the community as well, not just the individual sign, but that sign is really about the whole community. So that is going to be a really super awesome reading, and it's we also have the Lion's Gate coming up, then the new moon in Leo, so that's a good thing coming up here as well. So anyways, let's go to Aquarius. All right, let's go. What is rising in our beautiful Aquariuses? What is rising in our beautiful Aquariuses? What else is rising in our beautiful Aquariuses? All right, let's go. So, what is rising in you is you're you're staying in tune to the details. You're getting all the details that you need for whatever you need, and you're thinking things through. You're really using all of your, I mean, you may have Gemini in your chart, but you're really using your energy to think things through, and you're embracing the flow of life. Again, Gemini energy, you're speaking your world into being. You're embracing the flow of life. Full moon in Gemini. And then we had the new moon in Gemini. New moon in Gemini, full moon in Gemini. You may be studying that energy is like embracing the flow of life and speaking the world into being. Those are pretty good energies. And you're really getting all your details, that Virgo energy here. You're really doing your, soul searching research on what it is that is rising in you. And what is the moon's message or the universe message for Aquarius? All right, so we got quite a few cards here. So you are being open to change. That's your own energy here. And that's going to be in the new moon Aquarius, which is not yet. It's not until later in the year. But we are coming up to a full moon in Aquarius. And this is your sign as well. We're doing your reading right now. So that is you're being open to change in this present moment. and you're assisted into a situation. You may be assisted into a situation that you need help with. So any details that you may need help with, you may be getting that help right now. Whatever that is with the, I think at the beginning here, whatever you are manifesting here. Okay, because that's both of that is that Virgo energy, which is the higher archy energy, right? Which is wizard energy, wise energy, wise energy, and you're leaving the past behind you, Capricorn energy. So anything that's in the past, you're leaving it in the past, and you're stepping up, and you're stepping into your power. Yeah, you're stepping into your power. That is what the message is from the universe. So step into your power. Um, yeah, step into your power, leave the past behind you, and be open to change, and get assisted. And there is assistance in the situation that you need help with. So embrace the flow of life and stay and get the details that you need. Sometimes there's a lot of runaround before we get to the details, right? So that is the point. Sometimes we have to go through in life. And that is really realistic because that's what I'm dealing with right now. Sometimes, right now too, I need some stuff that I have to do, and that's what I have to do. So let's see, what is the possible outcome here for Aquarius? Yeah. What is the possible outcome for Aquarius? Yeah, you know, it does a lot of run around until you get to the person that you actually need, that can actually help you, that has the right information, the right tools in their toolbox, right? So the possible outcome here is the full moon in Capricorn is like, you know, leaving the past behind and really taking the reality check. Is what you want, is it aligning with what you're working on, right? Is that aligning with what you're desiring, right? That's the reality check. Are you still wanting what, or, you know, or do you want to change your course of action, right? So it says, believe in your good luck. That's the possible outcome here. And staying in tune with your divine, with your dreams, by leaving the past behind and releasing your blockages. So when you release your blockages, you work through your feelings. So that's going to help you. When you work through your feelings, you will be able to release your blockages. Last but not least, and now I'm starting to get hot in here, and I don't have my air conditioner. I just turned it off a little bit ago, like before I came on here. Because I'm so, like, my ears need a rest from the sound of it. So last but not least, we're going to do Pisces, and then I'm going to go to stand in front of the air conditioner and cool down. Alright, let's go Pisces. Oh, I made some popsicles yesterday. I made some Tang popsicles and some Kool-Aid, cherry Kool-Aid popsicles. Yeah. So I have popsicle to cool down too. Alright, Pisces. Let's see. I've really enjoyed this reading. I don't feel like this reading has been an hour, but it's been an hour. Like, I went through it. I think it was the intro part of it, like, you know, going through the recaps of the full moon and the new moon energy. I think that's what took the longest. I think that was like it. But the reading has gone flying by fast. All right, let's go Pisces. Let's see what is rising in Pisces. What is rising in Pisces? Pisces like to sing things, okay? I have my best friend downstairs right now. Like she likes to sing things into being instead of speaking it into being. She always likes to sing things, you know, and I sing with her. We both come up with a song, and it's funny. So Pisces, what's rising in you is you're seeing the bigger picture, Pisces. Yeah. You know what? I have to tell you something about the Pisces, okay? So I'm always looking at clouds and stuff, and I never, I never really talk about what I see in the trees sometimes, right? But I saw a face in the trees, right? And she had already been noticing this for a long time, the same face that I noticed that in the trees, and she saw it too. But yeah, we both saw a different face. It was funny. I just wanted to share that with you guys. I'm like, why didn't you tell me that? She let me figure it out for myself. Anyways, Pisces, you're seeing the bigger picture. That's what's rising in you. And you're staying, you're assisted, You're assisted in a situation, so somebody's going to help you do some things that you need help with. So if you need help with something, Pisces, there's somebody that can help you with these things, okay? And it's saying stepping into your power. So you're stepping into your masculine power, like taking action. And if you need help, there's some help for you. My leg. Oh, let's see. If you need some help with something, there is help out there for you. And you are seeing the bigger picture of something, and then maybe you need some assistance in something. You need assistance in some area in your life, right? But you are stepping into your power. All right, let's see. What is the message from the universe? They came up quick. So the universe wants you to know that you are worth it. Okay. So they want you to know your worth. All right. So everything that you have accumulated in your life or whatever, you are worth it. Okay. So reflect on your priorities. What is important to you and your community as well, like with the people around you as well. So like, what is important to you? That's the message from the universe. And what is the possible outcome? What is the possible outcome for Pisces? I do have to come up and do an energy read as well. I'm going to do an energy wisdom read here in a minute, in a couple days, or maybe, I don't know, maybe I'll do it later. I don't know. Not tonight. I'm lucky I'm here tonight for this. This is like something that everybody is affecting everybody in like a way that you have to all look into your own life, right? So so the outcome here, possible outcome here for you Pisces, is keeping your heart open to find balance in your life, which is Libra energy, and to find that happy home energy, and says releasing control. So you're releasing, letting go, letting go and letting the universe guide you, and you're keeping your heart open and you're releasing control. You don't have to control when it happens for you if it's love. Like, you're letting the universe send you the love, and being open to it though, right? You're not chasing it, but you're being open to it. And you're stepping up and leading, you know. If there's something, you're stepping into your power and you're also stepping up and leading. So that is, you are being boss energy here. You're making time for your self-love, and so you're being the change that you want to see. That's what I see for you Pisces, and you're staying in tune with what your dreams are, and also staying in tune with your divine. That's what I see for everybody, and you're learning to forgive. I hope that you guys have enjoyed these readings, and I'm gonna go make some food now. And my son wanted poutine, and I wanted uh, fry supreme. So I'm gonna make both of them, but I wanted him to start peeling the potatoes, but I don't see any potatoes peeled yet. Funny. Anyways, thanks guys. I'll talk to you later. Have a good day and see you guys hopefully tomorrow. And I am going to start doing more short videos as well and stuff like that. So thank you all so much for being here. Thanks for the moderators, for put anybody in their place if you had to. And timed them out for a couple days or whatever you want. Don't block anybody right away. Just time them out. Just for, like, if anybody was questioning when to do it or whatever, just time them out. Like, sometimes people just have a bad day. The next time they come into my chat, they have more respect, you know what I mean? So I like to sometimes just like give people a chance by, just doing the timeout first, and if they keep being like that, if it keeps persisting, then yeah, block them. But other than that, just time them out, like, for a longer period of time. But anyways, thank you so much for being here and being my moderators. And I love you guys all so much. So thank you much for all the new subscribers as well. And I hope that some of you want to support me by, playing my playlist and helping me get, like I saw my algorithm went nosedive. I know there's been some issues with YouTube right now, but I took 2 weeks off too, so my algorithm really did a nosedive. So I know that people have not been watching, or YouTube has not been sending my videos around or whatever. So it's up to you guys, the guy, to take action and be the boss and go take action and go find me. All right. God bless everybody. See y'all later. Bye.